I don't flex my life, I don't lie. Treat life like I might die.
Alrighty. How you doing, fellas? How you doing? Good, good. Everyone's nice and excited. I don't look so nervous. Everyone's happy. Good, good, good. You'll had your breakfast, I hope.
So forgive me if I get this wrong. I get lost sometimes. Totally out wrong. I had to figure certain things out on my own. Make a phone call home to the ones I love. Crazy out here, hanging up. To be real, man, I thought about going to so I can go fly high with the ones above. Yeah, I don't wanna be judged. I just wanna be me. Even though we buy chains, we just wanna be free. I don't wanna be judged. I just wanna be me. We just wanna be free. To be the one that people look.
This is the Rich Eisen Show.
YBM on the thing up.
Only religion was the moolah. Made a couple million, hallelujah. Daddy was a tutor. Called a homeschooler. Never did homework. I was gone home with the work, no tutor. Used to have enough. Grew up with the hustlers and the killers. Now I'm kicking it with Puffy in the villa. Chillin'. Click full of zombies like Thriller. Got real, about to get real. That's just how I'm feeling. That's just how I'm feeling. Duh. I ain't trying to make a living. I'm
Brandon, hey. Hey, so listen. I know you got a lot to be looking at in here, but
Second week of training here at Nike is in the books, and my man is putting in some extra.
Got a paddock on my wrist going nuts. Caught me slipping once, okay, so what? Someone hit your block up, I tell you if it was us. Man, a house in Rosewood, it too plush. Say my day's a number, but I keep waking up. No, you see my text, baby, please say something. By the glass, your man a cheapskate, huh? Gotta move on my release day, huh? This is fame, not clout. I don't even know what that's about. Watch your mouth, baby, got an ego.
Jones Shorty.
Never had no money. I've been out here trying to get me away. Ain't nobody helping.
If you haven't heard the name Jordan Wright yet.
The eyes of the college football world have descended upon this grand palace, the Superdome in New Orleans. Tonight, it's the second of our two semifinal matchups in the college football playoffs, as we'll see the Oregon Ducks taking on the LSU Tigers. And for the right to play in next Monday's national championship game in Miami, we are underway here in New Orleans. Taken at the goal line. To throw is Thomas. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Thomas will look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Baker, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. So a nice completion there, Charles. And you talk about this young receiver, one of the best in the nation, if not the best. 88 catches, close to 1,500 yards in the regular season.
And Brandon, as we prepared for this game, I went back and looked at my notes from scouting him throughout the season, and this is what I saw. I think he's got everything you look for in a receiver. Size, speed, great hands, separation ability, route running. Everything is top-notch. And I think that's why you're going to see him come off the board very early in the first round. In fact, I would rate him as the top receiver to be taken in this upcoming draft.
And that is incomplete on a coverage. A little too good there, and it's second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Thomas. He finds his man, complete. That's Baker. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. Still leaves them with fourth and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball in the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head, and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Wow, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off. I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
On fourth down, Williamson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on fourth down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver.
And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And LSU has taken the early lead. LSU lining up here to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. So they get in for the opening drive score, and they go for 2. They kept the kicker lonesome over there. So we don't need you this time.
Kickers? Who needs kickers for PATs?
Nice now.
We want them for field goals, not for PATs. They went for 2 and got it. It's a new tone setter for this team.
It's a pretty good return here, so get this up to the 29. They'll run on first down. It's Terry, and room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. On 2nd down, it's Terry. And they can't bring him down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes a mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
Now this throw caught left side. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. A great effort there. 54 yards. And the Ducks have come back to make it a 2-point game. Now the try here for the point after. And it's up and good. So maybe a bit early here to try to match the 2. They're content to trail by 1 at 8-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings,
a fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big connection on that one. 38 yards. Back to throw again. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that was a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. And a 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
To throw again on 2nd down, Barrett. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Barrett will look to pass it. He finds his man, complete. That's Terry. And some space here. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Barrett. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On second and goal, Barrett steps away to it, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run, and the Ducks have the lead. Point after, right down the middle, and that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. He's going to let it go again. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Williamson. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Williamson. He's going to go up top again. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 22. A final shot before break. Barrett. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half of this semifinal matchup. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Being chased out left. And he will slide down, but a penalty marker down. And this may be all for naught. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
He finds his man, complete. That's Terry. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Oregon's punter out on the field as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. He sets to fire deep. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He's going to take another shot here. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
He's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Baker. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. Back to throw. Williamson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Holmes. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for...
And he will take this in. Touchdown LSU from 17 yards out. And the Tigers are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And before this play happens, we're going to get a timeout here. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Barrett. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling has been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the left side, it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Terry. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And this one complete to Simpson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Cameron, the intended receiver there, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try the left side. Terry, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Terry, and he is into the end zone for an Oregon touchdown. A great play there with 6 seconds remaining, and the Ducks have the lead. They'll try and throw for it. And no, it's incomplete. So they can't convert for 2, but they still have the lead as we get toward the end of the 4th.
Well, I don't think it takes much to crawl into their mind, right, why they went for 2 there, even though they were unsuccessful. With this type of a lead, what they're worried about, right, and what, less than 10 seconds on the clock, what they're worried about is just giving up the touchdown.
Yeah, on the kickoff return.
Yeah, so you go for it here to try and ensure yourself. Now they've got to make sure they cover it, otherwise they could actually lose.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
Well, there's no doubt about it. After losing to Oregon, he'll be joining the NFL with a pretty big chip on his shoulder. I mean, think about it. Every time he's in front of a mic these days, he's finding some way to bring up the loss and how he's using it as fuel, as motivation. Now, I don't know about you, but I like that kind of attitude. And the teams at the top of this year's draft, I'm sure they do too. Here's something else I like. Our sponsor for today's show. So we'll be back after a short break with a very early look at the favorites.
Let's get activated, let's get activated. Let's get activated, let's get activated. QB in the pocket, let it go, them bullets penetrate. When you in that field, it get real, just stay dedicated. Go.
Put me in the game, I know what to do.
Show me something.
That's another seconds I be running through it. I set up the play, I'ma make a move.
Audible.
It's gonna be a blitz if I run into you.
Go. When the kick off the bomb, run it back. Hail Mary, pray the feds don't intercept the pack. Familiar with the struggle, look, I'm coming up from scratch. Nothing. Huddle with my pain, then I turned it to some racks. Celebrate. Nothing motivate me more.
No matter the game, that is what he aspires.
Back in the day, I was broke with no dollar. Now I got Gucci all over my collar. I do this for my...
captain has turned on the seatbelt sign.
It's hard knowing other dudes are gonna be out there. Yeah, I gotta be honest. I didn't expect to answer any questions about my favorite marine mammals. Not really my area of expertise.
Well, this one is a little more straightforward. Teams that pick near the top of the draft are generally concerned with how guys who've had a lot of success in college will handle it if that doesn't come overnight in the NFL.
Obviously, we're picking first overall for a reason. We've got a lot of holes in our roster that we need to fill. So if this is a process that takes some time, how are you going to respond?
I understand this is going to be a process. I'll be walking into...
Well, on a slightly more serious note, I want to ask you about your last college game. Now you're almost 2 months removed from it. Does it still bother you that you came up short and didn't win a national championship in your final season?
Oh, for sure.
2 minutes.
It's going to be...
So that's the situation. The Hawaii charity game that Russell Wilson is hosting is the same day as the Nike event in New York City that Zoe is heading to. And no, it's not possible to do both.
Man, that's tough. What do you think, Jay?
Well, the Nike event is a good opportunity to continue building up your brand. But the EA Sports event will help your brand in a completely different way. You know how it goes. I know it's a tricky decision, but that's life in the NFL.
That's what I've been waiting for.
Yeah, I get that. But what I mean is you're always going to have people pulling you in different directions. And there are only so many hours in a day to do everything.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So, what's it going to be?
Take a shot, show 'em never miss. Nah, trust me, it ain't worth the risk. Yeah, you gon' feel it in a kiss. You gon' feel like you the one. You just want us on the list. Don't do it, ayy. Don't say I didn't warn you. It's all love, I'm just looking out for you. I don't know how she got like that.
We do it for boys, stick to your side. She the baddest, space cool. Ay, it's the fastest, anything I want. Ay, that's the status. Yeah, take you around the world. Cost the palace, better Arabia. Say Jasmine, stuff a million cash. In the mattress, when I put it, she make it vanish. Said she wanna see me now. Set the address, hop up in my Chevy drop. It's a classic, I just killed her. Here we go. Casket. Put your voice on that generic. It's a palace. She the baddest, space cool. Ay, it's the fastest, anything I want. Ay, that's the status. That's that status. That's that status. It's that status. It's that status. Here we go. Right 80. Legs up. Switch up. Turn us up. on 1.
I'm the queen of New York, it's red life, I'm a big stepper. I bleed when I walk, big flexer, this is chess, not checkers. My checks up, when they talk down, tell them bless up. I ain't giving no lecture. I'm a living legend, even when I die, I'ma live forever. I'm one word with 10 letters, successful.
Here we go. 180. 180. Nice one.
The party was jumping and then the fun stops. Life after death.
Free as I am, and speaking belief in the people sitting with reason to stay, who just might be needing a hand. I got you. Night one to bless.
Taking victory laps, I'm in the hood with the ones. Catch me out in Decatur with some meat and potatoes. Waffle House in Atlanta, I hit the blue flame like chitty, chitty, bang, chitty, chitty, bang.
Trying to flip a, get my daughters in gymnastics, please. Mouths that I got to feed, I can't stop the count. Me to make up, that's what
shoes, but you ain't gon' step. Get your dip it out, put a jump. Yep, she got a. Who got a shirt? Why? You catching people, you think it like a benefactor's benefactor. But truthfully, we know you never.
I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for more.
Well, you just heard it from the man himself. Life is a bit different now since the last time he wore an LSU Tigers uniform. I mean, just imagine spending the weekend in New York City with Saquon Barkley and a who's who of Nike athletes. But what he does on the practice field this week in a handful of private workouts will mean a whole lot more than what he did in the 5 boroughs. You know, I was actually in New York myself not too long ago, and I gotta tell you, I think I found the best pizza there.
Never had no money. I've been out here trying to get me away. Ain't nobody help when I was hungry. Fake friends, they just slipping away. Now I got it, so I bought. Man, like, hey.